So look, people. So it's been 1 year since, actually, at the time this video has been making on this video, it's been almost 1 year. But it's almost been 1 year since Avengers Endgame came out. And I never really got a full chance to review it because I didn't have a channel back then. But here, I'm not going to get into a full, detailed review or analysis over it because that's just going to be too long. And it is a 3-hour movie, but before I go in, hit that subscribe, hit that like button also, hit that comment, hit that share, do whatever you gotta take because ooh, YouTube don't play around with smaller channels. They like to squash the other smaller channels down. But if you like this video towards the end of the video, of course, hit that subscribe button. No matter of fact, don't wait to the end of the video. Hit that subscribe button now. But enough freaking bantering answer. Let's get in. So I'm basically gonna try to do it the best way I can from beginning to the end. So I like how they briefly pick up the movie right after Infinity War uh, ends and picks up. I like the little banter, not the banter, yeah, kind of a little argument that Tony has when he first arrives back on Earth. As far as Captain Marvel is concerned, she was only a vehicle to get Tony out of space. Other than that, completely useless. Utterly useless. But he had to put her in there, but I don't have a problem with her other than that. But the only thing, the full 5 year thing was kind of, I don't have a problem with the 5 year thing. Basically, for the beginning of the movie, I want to say that the beginning of the movie, in a way, has not in a way, but basically is an A plus for me. But the problems I have with this movie mainly happened after that 5 year process. As he started getting down to the movie, I don't make a big deal about the rat basically pushing a button or finding a way for Ant-Man to come back. I can get in a big deal about that. At least they get to show, I do like that they get to show what happened during the 5 years after Thanos did the snap and everything. Going back to it, I also don't have a problem with Thor chopping the hand off of Thanos. Kind of poetic in a way. But flash going back now, problems that I have with this movie, to make it short, mainly is middle, like I said, but mostly the time travel. I just think the time travel left too many plot holes open that need some explaining. Now that you can have not multiple different characters, but multiple characters that can come from out of nowhere. Like now Loki is now an escape, and if you know that Tony Stark has died and everything, it seemed like they wanted to, they easily just pull him back from 2012 and bring him to the present. Just a whole bunch of stuff that I question when it comes to time travel, and the explanation for the time travel is kind of, it didn't fit me well. Like we've seen time travel movies before, Back to the Future, Terminator, even Terminator's time travel confused me just a little. But just the whole straight line and it branches out, I don't know. I guess in a way it's kind of clever, but I just think at least too many plot holes open and too many answers open out there. For me at least. Also another part of the middle part of the movie I actually like is the whole Hawkeye thing. Him now becoming Ronin and chasing all those Yakuza that I'm about to say Tokyo. I thought that part was cool. It's kind of Batman-ish, I thought. I do like that part, but most of the middle, then you get a nostalgia feeling when they go back in time, especially when they go back in time to Avengers 1. Yeah, it's cool and all, but I feel like the ending, the middle just dragged on for a little bit, and that's probably where most of the bulk of the movie comes from, of course. 3-hour movie. This went on too long for me, a little bit too long. But I must say I do like the ending, and the ending has some problems. I think it's a good enough ending with ending the whole saga and everything with Iron Man dying. I don't agree with Iron Man dying. I always usually think that the hero should go right off into the sunset, not dying. Kind of why I have a problem with Force Awakens. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about Force Awakens. I'm not gonna talk about that at all. But I might prefer them not killing off Iron Man. I know everybody says that Robert Downey Jr.'s contract is ran up, but you can still battle. I think it's cool. It kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings in some type of way. Um, let's see what else. The whole that's one thing I rolled my eyes at. I don't know a whole bunch of other people rolled their eyes at was the whole all the female superhero characters coming out of nowhere. I know some people like that roll their eyes at that. I thought that was kind of corny. Um, I didn't like Captain America's send off. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all, really. It's just like here's another plot hole too. They say he goes back and returns all the stones, but how does he return that soul stone back? That's the biggest question. How do you just what is he just drop it off where Red Skull is at or something? I never got that. And him trying to basically change time so he can be a Peggy is kind of weird. I know some people got kind of annoyed that Captain America gave the shield to Falcon. It's for me, it's either here or there. It make kind of sense in a way, cause you gotta think back to Bucky's whole past so far at this point. He's kind of seen as not so much public enemy number one, but he's also, let's say, probably doesn't want it. Probably doesn't want to embrace the whole Captain America-ness. But who knows? It's different in the comics, of course. But I understand why they would choose that way of going. And oh man, I think anything else that happened. Like I said, they got covered the end, covered the beginning, covered the top, covered the middle, and I covered the ending. And I give the ending, I give the middle a kind of a C, because like I said, it drags on. I give the ending kind of a B plus, because it kind of did send off very well. I like, that's another part I like. We all know that Captain America was going to get Hammer's daughter eventually. I like that part. It's kind of like, whoo, when that happened in the movie theater. But as far as this movie is concerned, to sum it all up, like in the beginning, when I first came out of the movie theater, I liked it. I wanted to give it a 9 out of 10, all that. But as the year has passed now, it kind of deserves a C in my book. It's like, it's too many way plot holes in this. There's other plot holes that I'm going to discuss them. There's other plot holes that don't sit right with me. And this has a little bit to do with the movie, but to do what after it happened in the movie, which probably goes into Far From Home. Like the whole re-snapping. How do you supply all those people that came back from being snapped over or snapped out of existence? How does that happen? Because pretty much in those 5 years, you would think that they would cut down production probably 50% since half of the people are dead now. So how is the world going to sustain all those new people that came back? That's a plot hole in itself. So how does that work? Can anybody tell me that? And it's just amazing that watching Far From Home, this is probably more Far From Home, but like I said, this kind of connects to Endgame. How everybody just went back to normal, just like that, after a event like that happens. But anyways, I didn't write it, so who cares? But it's just a question that I like to bring up when it comes to those 2 points. As far as the characters concerned, if you watch my previous video, you know I don't like freaking Cuckold, not Cuckold, but Cuckold. You also know I don't like freaking Fat Thor either. I know some people didn't like 2014 Thanos. They like 2018 more. 2018 is probably a little bit more calm and relatable when it comes to certain things, if you want to call it that. 2014 was kind of 2014 Thanos was kind of scary. That's the kind of Thanos I was kind of expecting when Infinity War came out. You kind of got to see him kind of be scary in approach in Guardians, and I thought that would carry over to Infinity War, but I guess not. but still made the doesn't mean that the portrayal of Thanos in Infinity War is bad. And what else did I like to say? And there's another thing I didn't like. This I want to address this in another video, but I'm gonna talk about it a little, just a tiny bit. It's the jokes.
Oh God.
I don't like the jokes. So I ain't gonna say yeah, but there was some funny jokes in the Endgame. But after a while, some of the jokes just slow down the movie a lot. And this is my problem with Josh Whedon not source of directing, but style of directing. He does this a lot in the movies I've seen. Too many jokes. But it doesn't really peg the movie down that much, in my opinion. But I also want to bring up something else that was interesting. This is not my idea. This is more of an idea from Jeff from World Class BS. He pointed out that the movie, probably Infinity War and Endgame, would have been better. The two would have been mixed together, meaning the beginning of Endgame should have been at the end of Infinity War. Because I feel like half of the stuff in the middle of Endgame, I kind of agree to a point that half of the stuff in the beginning of Endgame is kind of filler. It made the movie super long. But like I said, the movie did its purpose, and now that it's been a year, I'd like to give it a C. Not an A, but a C. That's probably gonna be my final rating on this. But I think I'm done. I think that's all I really want to say. I don't want to go too long about it. So with that being said, y'all stay safe. It's some words. You guys stay safe out there. Peace. And I'm out. Bye.